Hello guys, my name is MasterOfRoflness, and I'm here to give you guys a little bit of a multiplayer online battle between me as Parthia and this sir over here as what I do believe is... I'm not sure. Forget. Whatever, we'll see when we play the game. Anyway, so I have a little bit of a different sort of army composition, so to speak. I have 4 units of Royal Cataphracts. And I have 5 units of Noble Blood Cav and 1 unit of Mercenary Sarmatian Lancers. Now, the reason for why I didn't bring any Missile Cav was because I thought it was going to rain. In fact, it is raining. So as you can see, there's rain. And rain does affect your arrow-based infantry and horses quite significantly. It slows down arrows and it doesn't allow you to use flame-based arrows or flame arrows, so it does suck. So I went for more of a melee-based infantry. I mean, not melee-based infantry, but a melee-based cav composition, and I'm foregoing any type of bombardment, which is kind of key for Parthian-based armies to win, but alas, I guess we're going to work around it. So, my entire strategy right now is to use this sort of unit over here and kind of bait him constantly, so to speak, into that one unit. So I'm going to put all my cataphracts into this little hidey-hole forest over here and try to bait the cav into this, this kind of cataphract line. And I'll just show off my Noble Blood Cav just to kind of trick him into thinking, oh, these are the only units I have regarding cavalry. Now, if he's an experienced Total War veteran, he should know that, oh, these units over here are not enough to pretty much correlate all the funds that I have. Or connect the dots, so to speak. Anyway, let's put these guys in shield wall. Oh, never mind, it's begun. Okay, so let's see, as peltists. So, as you can see, he's not using arrow-based infantry or arrow-based bombardment. He's only using peltists, which means he's relying upon javelins, which is fine. You know, he did pick a rain map, so I couldn't use archers. He has a load of pikemen, so this is another pikeman-based army, which sucks because I'm tired of seeing them all the time, but that's a thing. Anyway, let's try to bait this guy. In fact, I can't really bait him because I don't know where his cavalry is, and if he doesn't have any cavalry, then this could be a problem. So, instead of actually hiding my cataphracts, I should just expose them. Now, peltists have very, very low range, but they have a higher base attack damage than arrows. But arrows definitely have longer range, so that's why they're better than peltists overall. Okay, so since I have these guys in diamond formation, what I'm going to do is have 2 groups of them. I'm going to have group 4 and group 3. Group 4 is going to go on this side, and group 3 is going to go on this side. And they're going to use the diamond formation to kind of break these lines, so to speak. Remember, when you're fighting a pikeman-based army, you need to break the lines of the pikemen. You just need to break those phalanxes. Because if you don't, then they're just going to stay there and go, nah, 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 you smell like poo-poo. You don't want to smell like poo-poo. So he might try to cut me off. If so, he's a dirtbag. Whoa, 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 why are my guys walking? What the hell? Run! When I say run. Yeah, he won't be able to catch up. That's good. We can just move up my guys, actually. They are in shield bearer formation. Let's take them out of that, actually. Because I don't like that too much. Whoa. Oh, I'm being attacked by the peltists. The peltists are doing quite a bit of damage, so we're just going to pull back. While that happens, we probably go and set up a new formation. And shield wall does increase our armor defense and all those other stuff, but then our acceleration will be kind of destroyed. But either way, we don't want to really attack these guys. We want them to come to us. So if that's the case, we should go into shield bearer formation. In fact, let's set these guys up in one large line and then do shield bearer formation. So let's go ahead and set them up like so. And we can kind of move these units around, these cavalry units around. And try to see if we can expose his kind of defensive line. He doesn't have any units in the back, so he might be sending in some Peltas, but Peltas won't do shit compared to my cavalry kind of break. Okay, so cavalry aside, let's see what else we can do. We can use my noble horse archers over here to kind of pelt him to death, but that doesn't seem it could work actually. Okay, so let's try to get him to us. So let's form up a shield wall, which will help us out to deal with these pikeman units a lot more. We're not going to charge into his phalanx, by the way, because this is pretty fucking deadly. And anybody who charges into here, like at the front or at the sides, is pretty retarded. But at the back, it's okay. But we don't have any units that are going to attack the back, so that's the thing. Alright, so let's just try to move up with my units, actually, while they're in this formation. Alright, so I could actually charge with my cav units, but with my infantry units, not really. So let's try to actually kind of annoy him, so to speak, with my noble horse archers. Maybe try to chase after the general. If I let him chase after the general, then that's pretty okay. Set up flaming arrows. In fact, as you can see, I can't use flaming arrows, so never mind. I'm a dirty liar. Just fire at anybody, really. In fact, we should really fire at the Hellenistic Royal Guard because they're a little bit exposed. This unit won't take too much damage. These guys might. You do also have whistling arrows as well, so that's pretty good. Right, so right now all I see are peltists. We could try to go ahead and send in my forces. In fact, the time might be now. Let's go ahead and do that while he's concentrating on other things, I think. While that happens, let's go and charge. So we're going to attack at the Peltis line right over here. And let's try to get these pikemen to actually attack as well. Trample. Let's see what trample does. Ooh, charge bonus. You know what? Yeah. I like that. I don't like that, though. I need to go to the right a little bit. I don't want to hit the pikemen. I just want to hit the Peltis, so to speak. I don't know what's going on there. Hold on. Alright, that's a little bit better. Okay, so these guys are going to charge into the Peltis lines and cause all manner of mayhem and havoc. He's not really sending forward his guys. Oh, he's sending in the Hellenistic Royal Guard, so we're going to move a little bit to the side. While the Peltis do attack us just a little bit. Okay, so he's doing a good job at fending off against my entire force. But he won't be able to do it for long. He only has one Hellenistic Royal Guard. So if I keep these cataphracts over here, and move in the cataphracts over here to the mountain, and then just go downhill, I should be in a good position. Now, I'm not doing any damage, which is why I didn't bring any heavy bombardment units, so to speak, but I am lowering his morale, so that's pretty good. He has even more Royal Guards, so that's... Isn't that a peachy peach? Okay, so let's try to actually attack these guys while we do that. While he's concentrated on other things. Let's use trample. He's gonna raise his morale, but I'm just going to smack right into these lines. And we're just going to continue smack dabbing smackaroo. While that happens, we can send forward even more cataphracts over here to attack his exposed lines. Let's retreat back, because we don't want to get into prolonged conflict. We just want to hit and then run. Hit and then run. Unfortunately, my units aren't listening to that command. So let's try to hit these guys over here with my another group of cataphracts, trying to just break them. Alright, and then we could just break away. Yeah, that was bad. I think I just smacked right into a couple of units. It's not something I wanted to do. So that was a big mistake on my part. In fact, it might be... Yeah, it was one of the units that was originally bogged down, so... He never really got out, which is a shame. Where's this guy going? There we go. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so we routed some of his units, but I think he routed one of mine, so that's something I didn't want to happen, but that's okay. Okay, so we could try to actually use my noble horsemen to kind of go in. In fact, this Lancer unit, even though it's like a little bit, you know, useless, could be of great value to me. Try to actually send in the Lancers actually to their deaths. If we send in the Lancers to the deaths, I think we can kind of bog these guys down in a battle they don't want to fight in and send forward the Parthian swordsmen. So if that's the case, let's move up my Parthian swordsmen. And once we attack this line over here with my Lancers and kind of suicide them in, we can send forward the Parthian swordsmen and just wreck them. And then we'll have a good surround over their entire force. So while that happens, we can continue firing at these guys. In fact, nope, we run out of arrows. That's a shame. So let's just run them forward. Let's get them as close as we possibly can. Right over here. Alright, that's a good position. Parthian swordsmen are pretty good in prolonged conflict, whereas these guys are only good when they're in phalanx, so that's good. Though I don't want to run them into their suicidal deaths, so to speak. Let's see, we have a Peltis group over here that's been set up. Protected by some Hellenistic Royal Guard. Oh, he's gonna send forward some Royal Guard, so I think he knows what I'm trying to do. He doesn't like it. So if that's the case, we can probably go ahead and run these guys in. Levies definitely do less damage than regular units. In fact, let's go ahead and move these guys to the right. So we can try to trick him into what I'm really planning to do. Pikemen take a little bit longer to actually just situate and move themselves, so that's good. And the levies over here are going to not be of great use to him. He's going to move forward as levies, actually, so as soon as he attacks one of my units, I'm going to go in with my horses. Any engagement he gets into is just going to be destroyed. Okay, he's going to fight my guys, that's okay. Put them into this formation, put them into shield wall, and then let's attack him on the flanks. Let's hammer and anvil his guys. He's going to send forward some units, that's okay. And I'm going to send forward the massive swarm of units. So I'm just going to support my guys over here while I do a massive flank on his entire force. He either has to deal with this entire massive flank or he has to die. It's pretty much the only thing he could do. Alright, here comes my units, and while that happens, we can go forward and attack these heavy pikes. In fact, these swordsmen can peel back. While that happens, we can try to go in, attack any group we see. Alright, good. The massive flanking is working. Let's peel back the Persian Parthian swordsmen and use them to kind of do a little bit of a flank. Attack this group. Alright, we're doing some massive routing campaign, so to speak. Let's go ahead and go around and attack these guys at the flank. Charge forward. And these horses can actually pull back. Yep. Except for that guy, we can pull back. So that's good. And these Parthian swordsmen can go in and do a little bit of a flanking maneuver and surround these guys completely. That's good. We're in a very good position, guys. Just need to keep these Parthian swordsmen bogged down in conflict. We need to keep the horses away from them. Okay, so while that happens, they're going to be bogged down in conflict. So let's just charge right in with my newly formed cavalry units. Oh, so my cav actually came back. That's good. And he's sending in more reinforcements to the right flank of this battle. So I'm winning on the left flank, but I'm losing on the right flank. So that's a big problem. In fact, oh my god, my general is actually caught in this position. That's bad. That's bad. Wow, my general was routed. This could actually mean the loss of my entire military, because my morale is going to take a big stifle. But it seems like I'm routing his troops more than he's routing my troops, so that's good. Alright, let's try to actually flank even more of his guys. This is a massive group of units. So let's just try to move these guys back. Big mistake for me losing my general so early on in the conflict. If I kept him alive, I think my morale wouldn't hurt so much. And now my guys over here on the right are getting flanked. And let's try to actually peel back these guys. We can probably pull back from this battle and go ahead and help out the right flank. Yep, good. Definitely do that. So that's fine. So Parthian swordsmen in prolonged conflict are definitely doing better. I think I killed his general as well, but I haven't seen his general yet. Alright, that's good. It's good. His lines are collapsing. His phalanxes are doing very little to protect him, and he's failing to hold this conflict together. Right now, I think if we move around and hit him from the back, then it's over. I'm not sure yet. This group is definitely going to take a big beating. So try to pull back the cataphracts, and then maybe try to hit him from the side. I'm having a bit bad trouble in controlling my units. Okay, he's sending forward more pikemen. That's okay. So I have a little bit more units left, which is good. Let's pull these guys back, actually. Pull them back and help out at multiple areas. So the noble blood cavalry, cavalry should only be used for smacking and then leaving. And I've lost them. Okay, so now we have to just rely on our Parthian swordsmen, which are very good units, but the problem is that I have no cavalry, I don't have any generals, I'm gonna lose this battle. Which sucks because I lost my general. And I guess this is a good lesson to learn, actually. Just never lose your general and don't make the mistakes that I've made. I think if I had the general still alive and I did better control of my cavalry units, I would have won this battle. But alas, good game to my opponent. It was a very close match, actually. In fact, just noticed my units over here. Maybe we can pull back from this battle, this losing battle. Try to charge in with my Parthian swordsmen and maybe win this. And these guys are doing a good job against these pikemen units. But their morale is still pretty good. Alright, so they're routing, but they're going to send in more reinforcements. And we're going to be attacked by multiple sides, actually, so that's pretty bad. Yep, okay, we lost that. Good game to my opponent. And see you guys later.